Hello, 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 everybody. Hope you're all very well. I'm coming to you today to talk to you about what's been happening all this week, which we've been asking you some pertinent questions about how you operate in your classrooms, how you behave, things that you say, all in the way of supporting the children in the best way that we can. But actually, sometimes what we do unknowingly is start to create this fixed mindset within the children in our classrooms. Obviously, that is not our intention at all. We want to create children that are equipped for the world, are ready to step out, are independent, are resilient. And just unfortunately, just some of the things that we do, and I did as a teacher, did quite the opposite without even realising it. So today is all about giving you some tips, or a tip, because there's going to be some more to come, about how to make some small changes in your classroom setting that are going to allow these children to really grow and thrive. So I want to go to the point about how we help children. Okay, when they ask for it, do we rush over and help, or as some kids have worked out very quickly, do it for them? So this is about allowing time for children to actually experience struggle and what that feels like. Okay, quite often when we see children struggling with something and we can see maybe they're looking a bit uncomfortable or maybe even getting a bit upset, we want to take that emotion away from them because it's a negative emotion. And absolutely, no one likes to be struggling. But actually, by doing that, what we're doing is not allowing them to be independent, not allowing them to be resilient. So we need to make time for them to experience struggle in our classrooms. Okay. So if I was doing this now, going back into my classroom and teaching children, I would be explaining to them, today, kids, we're going to do something that's a little bit tricky. This is something that's going to be out of our comfort zone, but we know, because we know a lot about mindset, this is going to really help us. It's going to help us grow. It's going to make our brain stronger. But you know what? I'm here. Okay, I've got your back. So the first bit is about giving them opportunities where they're going to experience something they've not tried before, that maybe is going to make them feel a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, and as teachers, we're really good at reassuring them. Okay, so it is about that encouragement, keeping them going. But also it's about giving them the time, because quite often in our classrooms, they are very fast paced. We've got lots to fit in. This is about doing a task that does not need to be necessarily finished. This is about just the experience and the feeling of struggle. So you are not expecting a finished product. You're not expecting it to be done by the end of the session. It may even be something that you come back to again and again and again, because as we know, actually learning takes time. Okay, and an hour isn't very long to learn something new. Okay. The other thing is when you start to notice the children in your classroom looking uncomfortable, is then giving them strategies. Okay, so rather than diving in there, ask them some really pertinent questions. Okay, so ask them, is this going wrong for you at the moment? Is this working out the way that you would like? You've made a mistake. What can we do next? Okay, and see what kind of ideas they have. If they haven't got any ideas, this is where we're beginning to scaffold for them. So is there things in the classroom that they can use? Okay, and this is about creating independence. So we're not wanting them to go ask a friend, ask the teacher. Is there things in the classroom that they can use that is going to help them solve this problem? Is it that actually they might need to do some research or reading around whatever it is that they're struggling on? Okay, so they might need to get the laptops out or the iPads out, whatever kind of technology equipment you have in your school. Okay, is there some physical equipment, or is it reading material? Is there something on the wall that we can use? Okay, is there another time when you've done something like this and found it difficult? What was your solution for working that out? So prior experiences and jogging their memory may be something that can help as well. Okay, so it's about building those strategies and encouraging them to try out those strategies for themselves. Now, obviously, if they've exhausted the list of strategies that you've given them, then is the time that all children should know now we ask for help. Okay, so this is not about not asking for help and not asking for support. It's knowing the right time to do so. So they've been really independent, looking at all the different strategies that they can use on their own to try and solve the problem or try and get through the struggle that they've got. But now we've come to a point where we've exhausted that list. So now it's about asking for help, and it's asking the right people as well. So is there somebody in their classroom that maybe they think is got the skills to help them or teach them, not do it for them, teach them how to solve this problem? It might be you. It might be a teaching assistant. It might be their best friend. It might be somebody completely different who they don't really talk to, but have seen how they approach this problem and have been successful with it. So that asking for help, I know we all have in our classrooms, or I know I certainly did, was that C3 before me. And it was about asking 3 people before they come to the teacher. But actually, there's a step before that. Okay, so it's the independent strategies. Then we're going to C3 and looking for people that may be able to solve this problem. Now, obviously, this kind of activity will take a while, okay? But what we're trying to do is if we lay the foundations now so that they can experience struggle, they understand it, and they know that actually it can help them and they come out the other side learning something new, because remember, we need to congratulate them for that as well. That when we do something else that's tricky later on in the year, that they know exactly what to do. Okay, they've got strategies in place. So if you're starting this kind of thing from reception, year 1, year 2, by the time they get to year 5, year 6 and beyond, they're going to know exactly what to do when they're faced with a problem. So it's not necessarily about reaping the rewards straight away, but it's about sowing that seed so that the rewards can blossom and bloom later on. So hopefully you found that really useful. There will be another tip coming your way tomorrow, so make sure you tune in on Friday as well. Otherwise, I will see you very soon. Take care.